Hello, welcome to this video for paper 3B, that's your Britain paper, the source paper. These videos will look at one question in turn. First one is question 1, the 6-mark inference question. This is where you should really be hoovering up full marks. What do you have to do? You have to make 2 inference from a source. An inference is something that you can tell from a source but is not directly stated by it. Each of those inferences needs to be supported by the source, be that a quote or a reference to some of the detail in a source. So, I'll give you a sample question. What can you learn from source A about the reasons for British victory in the Battle of Britain? And I'm going to go through the same question using a variety of different sources. So, firstly, written source is the most common type. You can't quite read that, I'll step out of the way. You can pause and read that in your own time, I'm not going to go through it. So, Frank Walker Smith's flight report, plenty of information. We need to take an inference on why it means the Battle of Britain was won by the British. So, the first reason for British victory suggested by source A is that the British airmen had good warning that the Germans were coming and they knew where they were. This meant the British were always taking the Germans by surprise, not the other way around. That's a developed inference. It's not supported by the source though. I need to add this to make it supported by the source. Enemy spotted east of the Thames Estuary, and I can point out that they know that because of radar. Adding that quote has turned it into a supported inference, taking it up to 4 marks for one supported inference, possibly 5 if the examiner likes it. The second inference is made in the same way to guarantee the 6 marks of 2 supported inferences. Again, pause to read it fully if you wish. With picture sources, we obviously can't use quotations unless it's a cartoon with something written on, so I refer to detail in the sources. This first reason for British victory that you can infer from that source is Britain had advanced radar shown by the zigzag lines. The second reason is because the RAF was capable of defeating the Luftwaffe. You might develop that, mention the planes in use perhaps, but what I'm looking for is the evidence. The large airman labelled RAF is banging the German planes, clear sign the RAF is superior. Final type you might see, uncommon I would imagine, but you never know, graphs, tables. It's tempting to just repeat what the table tells you, you must make inferences. So this first point here is dangerously close to just saying what the source says. The second one is clearly an inference though. The fact that no British aircrew are reported as missing or captured, unlike the Germans, is because they're fighting over friendly territory. That is an inference you can make from the source that is not directly stated by it. So just to recap on the 6-mark question, you are looking to make 2 inferences. Inferences are things you can tell from a source that are not directly stated by it, and you need to support each of those with detail. You should try and spend 5 minutes on this type of question. You can spend a little bit more, but it's about saving time on these easier questions for the longer ones that come later.